Welcome, everyone, to the Extraordinary Gentleman podcast. Today, we are recording in a place we've recorded before, and now we're calling it the Prague Parlor. Mm-hmm. It's quite nice in here, actually. And today, we have another battle of our whiskey aficionado skills, but not this time in tasting, but rather in mixing, or blending, more accurately. You see, the three of us have, without really any rules other than the amount of whiskeys that we can blend, have decided to create that very such thing, blends. Whatever we want, minimum of 3.
That was minimum of 2.
2? Okay, I mean, that's what a blend is. So
Minimum of 2.
Minimum of 2.
Maximum of 5.
Yeah, we decided max 5 just to keep it not too complex, even though...
Did you go over 5?
No, I just was thinking minimum of 2. That sounds really stupid.
Okay. Anyway, we've all created our masterpieces. To be honest, I haven't even tried my masterpiece. I just know it's good.
That's pretty ballsy, my dude.
Wow, Zach, you are a bold one.
You are a bold one.
He's humble, and his hubris will be the downfall of him.
I did try mine.
I tried mine too.
I haven't tried the final product. I tried it when it was blended. I'm curious to see how it's married
Mellowed,
together.
Yeah.
This has been sitting
week.
for a couple days. So
Same.
I don't know when did you put yours together, Dylan?
I put mine together probably Monday, I think is when I did it. Yep.
What about you? Zachary?
Wednesday.
It is now Saturday.
Wednesday? Oh, man. So mine's the youngest.
Yeah.
Yep. But, so I guess we kind of know, because we kind of came in here and tried to figure out who should go first. So we kind of have a general idea of kind of what's coming to the table. So it's not a complete blind. We just don't know what are in the blends. But we should also go over the prize. Oh, yes, the prize.
So this is a...
Wait, there was a prize?
There's a prize. Remember? We talked about this. Anyway.
Not here physically, but we have to order set prize.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, now I know
what the prize is.
I remember what the prize
is.
The
winner, I guess, I don't even know how we would settle a tie. I just assume we can't vote for...
yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, you always have to pick one of the other two.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So then it should be fine.
So it should be.
Because there's only 3 of us.
And there's 3 of us, so it wouldn't be a big deal anyway.
Anyway, yeah, so the winning prize is a custom Glencairn that the 2 losers
have to purchase.
And the winner gets to put whatever design they want on the Glencairn. So, not actually that expensive of a prize, to be honest. I mean, it is only 1 glass, yes, but...
That's 1 glass per person, right? Or is it
no, just the winner.
The winner.
No, I mean, it's 1 glass. Each loser has to buy 1 glass?
No. There's only 1 glass to win.
Okay,
the 2 winners split the cost. Sorry. 2 losers split the cost.
That's what I was wondering.
So it's like $20, honestly,
not
for
bad,
one custom engraved glass, whatever you want, and you can do like a random picture, and somehow they'll figure it out.
I'm gonna get Pepe Frog.
Yeah, we're gonna put a what?
No, Pepe on there.
Pepe. So stakes are not high.
We're very
but
high.
Pretty medium, to be honest.
Oh, so medium.
I would love to have another Glencairn. I only have 2 right now.
I mean, you can always buy more.
It's so expensive.
Expensive.
You get a 4-pack for
like
$16.
Yeah, they're not expensive.
But anyways, well, I think that's enough discussion. I think we are ready to begin
Cut the chit chat
first. Well, I'm just thinking about this now. Are we going to start at 1? I suppose we are, because we have to.
Start.
It just popped in my mind that if we're going to try them side by side, but I don't think we are. That's not what
we got to do one after the other.
That's what we... Yep.
But we should all have enough, I'm assuming, to have a little bit of a retaste if so desired.
I should have extra.
Quite right.
Yeah. So Dylan's going first. He's hid it from us.
Mine.
Well, it's more or less he hid it from you.
Yeah, he hid it from me.
So Carter, I told that the bottle does not represent the blend, but I know Zach specifically might not favor this bottle, so I didn't want to have that mindset negatively affect my chances.
It's a High West Double Rye bottle, isn't it?
Here's a
Wow.
no, it's a sock.
Oh, right.
It's a
Cork bottle.
sock.
Ooh, that was lame.
Also, it's a really sweet High West bottle because it's a
I'm gonna take it out of the
it's
sock.
a
because
375.
I need to figure out how much
Double Rye.
How much is
That,
actually
that is a
in here.
good bottle, though. I mean, that's a nice size.
Well, that's what I mean though, because it's like the nice High West look to it, and I like that. Use the other glass, Zach, for me.
I'll just move my extra.
Remember who's.
Yep, mine's the first one.
No mingling.
And that's all I remember.
That's Zach's. Middle one is Zach's.
That's good.
Last one is mine. Delicious.
Yeah, but that's half the usage, so we still got
Good job.
another decent pour left in
And
there.
I just want small pours, just enough to get the...
right.
We didn't get a glass in case we want to dump these out.
You better finish them, you son of a.
I'm not finishing this. This is trash.
So I do have kind of a general
Whoa.
picture on this. I did have a planned outcome that I was trying to reach. Excuse me. The goal of this was to make something, obviously as any blend, use cheaper whiskeys to make something that hopefully tastes expensive and something that's good. So this is a it does have whiskeys in here that are finished. It does have the base of this is at least 4 years, I believe.
It smells really young.
Actually, I don't even know if that's true anymore.
It smells so oaky.
Well, when I initially smelled this, I thought, this is definitely base of rye, But the more I smell it, it smells like butter and caramel and a little bit of hay. So that's what made me think it was like a young rye.
There is young stuff in here.
Yeah.
It's all the Hudson products.
But this...
The one bottle. Oh yeah, Carter came up here and he's like, he thought that Hudson bottle had my rye or my my blend in it.
Yeah.
He gave it away.
And so he opens, like, this smells like crap. He's like, well, that's because it's
still
Hudson
Hudson.
whiskey.
whiskey, yeah.
But
Man, this smells so good. I mean, really.
it's
Did you?
yeah. I'm glad you think so because I really thought it has a very interesting nose to it, a roller coaster of different smells.
It starts off very.
Like a not as much usually when I smell
It's mapley.
most. Yeah,
is mapley.
Yeah, mapley.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but at first I was fruity, but then I don't get fruit. No longer
Apple
If
juice,
he-
cinnamon apple juice.
If he put what
Cinnamon apple juice?
so like
Yeah.
apple cider, like cold apple
No,
cider.
I'm thinking more of the apple sauce. Or excuse me, I said apple juice. I meant apple sauce with cinnamon.
I get that. Yep.
Super sugary,
Yeah.
apple base.
I feel like
cinnamon.
I have a slight idea of one of the things you put in here,
Okay.
just from that kind of.
So I have. Let me pull my recipe for this
Okay.
because I was gonna say I think there are four different whiskeys in here. I just want to make sure I am correct with that statement. I have to figure out.
My other question was: were those all?
Here we go.
Were those blended whiskeys from before, or were those all single barrel?
No, they're all from one distillery, but they're blends. They're not
That
single
distillery,
barrels.
like those are
Yeah,
specific. Those are blends
right.
from that distillery
Right.
that are now in this blend.
Yeah. Yeah. There are no single barrel products.
Okay.
I'm gonna taste this.
Yeah, time for tasting.
Ooh, that had changed from what I remember it being.
It leaves a
first time.
nice tingling on the back of my tongue.
This, I mean, weird description. This tastes how a brick smells.
A brick?
A brick.
I think this
Like
is fantastic.
clay. Like a clayish scent. Well, I mean, in my mouth, though. Like,
This is super oily. Mm-hmm. The maple goes through, I think. It's peppery. Super sweet.
It's very sweet.
Very sweet.
yeah, like sugar. Yeah, lots of sugar.
And you said that this was from one
man.
distillery?
No, because it's a blend.
No, I'm saying, didn't you say that all of your things were from one?
No, you were asking if it was single barrel
Oh.
things that were single barrel in this, or if there was blends of stuff. And I said blends from one distillery, like their own products, but no single barrel products. So it's not like it's 4 roses in here or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is it it's one company that you?
No.
Okay,
No.
so
This is all over the board.
Okay, that's my other question. Might have been a little confusing after my first question.
So
Yeah, I gotta know what's in this because
Can I just guess?
I really dig this.
Can I guess one thing that I think could be in it?
I'm not going to tell you anything because I think we need to do final scoring either at the end. So I guess we have to figure out, are we going to wait till the end to score? If so, I'm going to have to wait to tell you what's going to be in these.
we can wait. I suppose we didn't, as the audience could probably tell, we didn't have a concrete way of scoring because we could do numbers or we could just say, okay, I think such and such is the best. But,
I'd say out of 5.
out of 5.
Yeah. Just
It's
personal
hard 'cause-
enjoyment.
Yeah, because, man, this is really good smelling, but I think it smells better than it tastes. So I guess overall,
And I think it tastes better than it smells.
you do? Okay. Well, overall, I'd probably, I wish it was out of 10 because I don't give it a 7, but if it's out of 5,
We can do out of 10
okay,
if that's easier.
this is a 7 because it's pretty good. It's not poor. It smells amazing.
Well, remember too, my goal was using cheaper.
Right? Yeah. No. This accomplishes a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing what's in it because
This is not super high proof.
Okay, that is odd because I mean it tastes spicy because the peppery notes. And
So
I thought it was ethanol.
Tell me what you guys think. Do we want to do a score after we try each one and then come back?
Let's just keep a track. Well, maybe we can do both. Just we'll do our initial score and then we can ask for adjustments by comparison.
I like that.
Because especially if you go back to something after trying something
It's going to
else.
change. Yep. Well, especially smoky and high proof.
Yeah. So we'll do that. So I'm gonna get my phone out and just start recording.
I like this. This is obviously I can't rate my own
Right.
for this competition, but I do enjoy this, especially seeing where it was when I first made this before it went into the bottle. Mm-hmm. It I think has actually blended together very nicely. But
Indubitably.
there is something in here I think you guys will be surprised about.
Okay. So Carter, out of 10, just overall scent and taste. Just give it a score.
He's doing his thinking face. Mm-hmm. He's about to declare something.
It's like brown sugar and pepper.
It's
and
pretty
really
good. I like
yeah.
this.
I give it a 5 on the smell.
Okay, what's the total?
I meant
rating?
like both. Though.
Yeah.
I give it a 5.
Just like
A 5.
you gave me a 5 out of 10. All right.
No. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you want like all of it?
Yeah, just
Yeah, just
overall.
like
it's like it,
I'll give it like
1 out of 10.
I guess I give it a 7.
I'll give it a 7 as well. Remember, 7's good. Like 7 is that's top 30%, right?
No,
This
I
is
understand
just,
that.
Like there's only 30% of whiskeys are better than this that you've had in your experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes.
Very nice.
Very nice.
You're next, Carter. We need to hire someone. Wait, after so many episodes have been completed, to go through, sift through everything.
We need a liquor boy.
We need a liquor boy, but I just mean the recordings and make songs out of the clinks of the glasses and the different pitches that happen.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going.
No, we need like a Take on Me, but with all the clink, 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 clink. But of course, it would work better if we were on video. But So you remember which ones are which, right?
Yeah.
Mine's that middle one.
No, yours is the far.
This far one.
Okay.
I think mine's the middle one.
Zach's is the
Yeah.
one.
So we already know. Carter said this was a higher proof.
Yeah, this has got a good color too. I like the
It
color on
does.
this.
It does absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Mojo grassy.
Incense.
I feel like I'm still getting
The other
brown
one.
sugar off of the nose from the other one. Even though I rinsed this.
This smells like an Old Forester to me. That
That's why I was worried you were gonna have. It was like a. He does have Old Forester. That's cast strength.
Yeah.
This isn't
Which
that
would up
bottle.
the proof, which would,
So is this a all cast strength blend? He's shaking his head. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And would this be considered a bourbon, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all bourbon.
I was literally thinking about that on my way here.
So one of them is a maybe.
I'm trying to remember.
I mean, it's not hugely important.
No,
I'm just I want to be in the frame of mind. Like,
No,
all right, I'm drinking a bourbon.
It would be
What am I
considered a
expecting?
bourbon.
Okay.
It would be considered a bourbon.
And not nearly as complex as the other one.
No, the note is pretty.
I don't get maple. I
flat.
get brown sugar, a little bit of like baking spice.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I thought when
The
I was
nose-
putting this together.
Okay.
It was not very.
It wasn't jumping out of the glass as far as nose
The
went.
nose was not very impressive.
Yeah,
no.
because this blend, the one that we tried
that was
before,
insane.
that was jumping out of the glass for the
Yeah.
nose.
Maybe a little bit of toffee.
Yeah.
That's my last. Those three.
It smells good. It smells fine. Yeah. All right, taste
Yeah, I knew the nose wasn't going to be crazy.
it. I like the initial taste.
It's formed a.
it Four Roses?
The activation of the buds is a circle right
Like-
right in the center of my mouth.
Yeah.
Nice and buttery, but then also kind of like cherry.
My tongue feels like it's a bullseye target. And it's most of the flavors are hitting right smack dab in the middle, like you're saying. Like it's spreading around.
But like
You can
it's
feel it?
activating it on the center.
Exactly. There are familiar notes in here.
Delicious.
Popped in my head Four Roses,
Yeah.
but I don't know of any cast strength Four Roses.
I think this tastes kind of like a Knob Creek, personally, with the regular one.
Minus the
9 year.
the nut, maybe. The Jim Beam nuttiness.
I kind of get an almond kind of thing, but not like a peanut, I guess, which is what I usually get from Jim Beam.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Four Roses is still in my head,
your
even
head.
though I don't know how feasible that would be for a cast strength to get your hands on relatively quickly. Old Forester, that's lingering with me because I know he has cast
Forester,
strength.
yeah.
So
And
it
this, to me, this
has to be in
smells
there.
like Old Forester. Well,
That sounded strange.
that recording's gonna be.
Do you have in this blend? Is there one thing that makes up a majority of the base, or is it all kind of evenly?
No, one thing makes up the majority of the base.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you.
No, that's fine. It's not. The proofing is not hitting me as much as I thought. It's good. You're right. Actually, I think you're right, Zach. That Knob Creek, that Brits Pub. I'm starting to remember a little bit of that
Like
Brits Pub flavor. Store pick.
I'm running out of flavor notes. I wish this was a little more full bodied. I think it's very uneven, or
It
it's
doesn't
sharp,
drink hot, which is
No.
good. But yeah, as far as the flavors, it is very one.
dimensional.
It's
For me, it goes
one-dimensional.
like it's on your tongue. It's sharp,
Yeah.
like a hard fruit, and then it's mellow, and then it's spicy, like really spicy, and then it's like, but then it's the alcohol is like mellowing out because now it's
I
settled.
like it.
And then it doesn't finish. and I guess let me drink another. But I think the finish is just the ethanol or like evaporating. You know,
There's cherry. There's a lot of cherry at the end.
at the end.
This to me, thinking about it, does taste like a good but a really off-profile Knob Creek store pick, like a 129-year proof. That's just strange enough where it doesn't get the classic Knob Creek flavors, but still.
Yes. It doesn't last in the mouth as long as I want it to, because it does taste pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell great. It smells pretty just
The nose is not really.
one-dimensional. It's just nothing.
It's flat.
Yeah, it's flat. It's a good way to put it. So I'm ready to score. I mean, I think it's the middle of the road. This is like a 5 out of 10. You know, I don't mean failing. I just mean.
I think considering that it's all cast strength, my concern with it is it's decent. It's good when we compare it to a 9-year 120 store pick Knob Creek, but that's $40. I'm worried that this is. I kind of have a general idea of what's in this blend as far as whiskeys. I'd give it a 5.
And we are just so good at scoring things. We're just the same.
It's just a 5.
Yep.
It's good, but I just rate it down because the nose is not there. It's not as lively
No, it's
as I kind of wish it would be. But it's not offensive. It's good, sweet. I think you could hand this to anyone and they would enjoy it.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
That's why, I guess I give it a 5 because I was thinking about the reasoning. Is this better than half the whiskeys I've tried? I'm like, yeah.
That also.
And then I'm like,
right.
How many whiskeys are better than this? I'm like, well, honestly, the other half, it's right down the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine, which is good because that means that you've succeeded in blending something that is.
None of us have screwed up yet.
No.
Yeah.
Until tell me. we'll see how it tastes.
I'm scared for yours, Zach.
I'm scared for mine. I was thinking about calling it the bomb.
Have you even tried it yet?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet? Have you tried this one yet, Carter? That one that you just poured for us?
I did the same thing that you did, is that I just kind of, I initially blended.
You did a test.
I did a test,
Yep.
and then I was just like, okay, this is the flavor profile I want, because going into this, I was like, I want to try to use all cask strength. And
So that was your goal, is just to use a cast strength.
that was my goal, and I was like, win or lose, or if it's good or not, that's what I want to go with.
Right.
So.
Zach took out his Port Charlotte blending bottle. That's going to add some weird smoky notes to it. Like the Port Charlotte bottle. Like whatever residual stuff is in there, unless you cleaned it.
Ooh, look at that pour. Oh, good Lord.
I'm excited about this one.
That's a hefty pour there.
It's light, but not light for Port Charlotte.
Yeah, sorry. Quite a bit more. You don't gotta drink all of it.
It'd be disrespectful to the blender.
It's cloudy, I'm noticing, so my glass was wet. So I'm guessing this was and is now under 46 or is under 46% to begin with.
There is
Woo!
one of the ingredients in this is hot, and the rest are not.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
All right. And I know prior to this, in a prior episode, you did use up all the Port Charlotte.
I did.
So there is no Port
There's
Charlotte.
no Port
in this.
Charlotte in this scotch, and I guess I don't know if it's a hint, but it is evenly distributed,
So it's like,
equal parts,
it's equal parts.
every
Okay.
ingredient.
All right, I'm going to say this right now. Second time smelling this popped in my head. Ardbeg Corey Reckon. I'm getting some sherry finished Ardbeg, maybe.
Wee beastie.
Could be some wee beastie in here.
Every
it's so that point. At that point, we're nitpicking, splitting ends.
It's wee beastie.
It's wee beastie. It's just wee beastie.
Yeah, so try not to let we all have an affinity for scotch, So
Yeah.
try not to let your love for Scotch influence your scoring.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Is there only one Scotch in this? Is there only one Scotch in this, or is that too much to ask?
Not too much to ask. There are more than one.
There is more than one. Okay.
What the heck happened to this?
I need to warm it up a little bit. It's a little cold.
Yeah, I was in my car for a little bit.
But first impression, first flavor, it hits you like a Scotch, but then the middle of it,
Dips.
it dips.
It's
It's
like it's a
weird.
big dip.
But then it ends.
It ends
It ends a
ends
little
smoky.
higher.
It like starts really nice and smoky.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of like,
I'm wondering if
oh,
it's
that's weird. And then it's like,
cold.
oh,
Yeah, let it warm
nice
up.
and,
Let it warm up.
nice and smoky again.
But yeah, I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that either. Given the ingredients, I thought this was going to be a truck. This is not a truck.
It is.
No, this is not a
It's not a
truck.
bomb. You know what
No.
it was? It was.
This was
the
like-
crater that the bomb left.
Yeah, this is what's left.
It's the aftermath.
Yep. This is like when. This
But
is
it's
when,
like years after.
this is when you gotta like poop really bad, you know, and then you're pushing so hard, and it's just a little boop.
little turd, little
Tiny
nug.
turd.
It's all gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
You
gas.
just look and you're like, that's
just like, dang it.
That's what made me had to go so bad.
That's weird.
It's darker than Ardbegs. I'm wondering if there's a rye or a bourbon. Maybe bourbon, because it tastes a little sweeter in the middle. But again, that could be contributed to the cold weather. It's still hollow in the end,
Yep.
in the middle.
And
But
I wonder.
it definitely warmed up a little bit. It's good.
Yeah, it should be smoky. I think it's not as impactful because we had Carter's before this. Just given its proof, I guess I don't know what's proofing, but this is not what It's not spicy. It's not smoke. It's kind of smoky.
It's smoky.
Yeah.
But
And it's cold.
the biggest thing that's for me right now is how empty the middle palate is.
I think whatever I put in here is
Flat.
canceling each other out or
Yeah.
flattening.
Which is interesting. That's weird. That is weird. I'm very curious to know what is in here.
It's giving my mouth has got a nice flavor left in it, which
It's oily.
It's oily.
Yeah.
It smells better now it's warm. You can smell it more.
ooh,
I still am thinking sherry finished the Ardbeg Corey Reckon, which I love, but the front palate tastes classic Scotch Isla, like an Ardbeg. It hits you, but then it all of a sudden drops off a cliff. And then it does climb back out, but not to the point where it was at the initial
beginning.
flavor.
Yep. What is that? The pit? It's like an absence of flavor.
I know.
It's like it goes on by like water or something.
Yeah. It's like you rinsed out this glass with water, and you swigged it, and you just get the remaining oil from that Ardbeg that was in there.
I will say the warmer it is getting, the more the middle becomes something. So maybe we'll come back to this. I don't know, later.
I would like to do I want to know maybe how mine holds up to the smoke that we've had and maybe the higher proof, and see if
Yeah. 'Cause I think Dylan's so far has been the best contender, in my opinion. Because this, I can't score my own, but like this is the worst one we've had. I think.
I don't know if it's.
Because
I guess I think, like you were saying, I am letting my affinity for Scotch get in the way in appreciating this probably more than Carter's. But I think from the blending standpoint, Carter's holds up better just because this has such a strange.
it's got a weird flavor
Well, when
at the
you-
end.
At the end,
yeah, I don't get a weird flavor, but I will say when you know the ingredients that are in here, you will agree with me asking why does it taste so weak.
it's
You know?
it is no, it's
Yeah.
just weak.
Yep.
And that's the best way to put it. Is it's like a weak Corey Reckon. Yeah, it's leaving me absent of words, just because I'm trying to think why this is like this.
Yeah. So while we're thinking of the absence of words, let's go back to yours.
All right, back to where it all started.
What are we scoring, Zach?
Right now, I would probably give it a 4.5.
Yeah, I'd give it personally a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
3.
I'm sorry, Zach.
That's okay. That's kind of the point. I am disappointed in what it came to be. I thought it was going to be a lot different tasting, so I could switch up the the amounts, and this is like they're equal.
Car's full of water a little bit.
Like I said, they're equal portions, so maybe different. Doing something different with those same ingredients maybe might make a different flavor, but
it's just so weird because you always hear about when somebody does a blend with peated scotches, it always dominates.
Yeah,
and this is still true that the peat really does dominate most of the palate, but the middle is so absent of
It's non-existent.
what the
almost.
flavors should be, that it's baffling. Baffling.
Baffling.
Wow. All right, that's Zach's. Which one is yours, Carter? That one.
Yeah, so I'm just smelling my bottle of my own. It smells better and in the glass.
All right, Zach.
Sorry.
Carter.
More representative of what I thought it was going to smell like, given the
Me.
ingredient. All right, here we go. Back to the first one. Number 1, Dylan's blend.
Nose still holds up very well. Excellent. I can personally say this is my favorite nose. Man, I just love the nose on this thing. It is very nice. It still holds up pretty well.
Yep. Now that we jumped in proof to Carter's, then presumably lowered to mine, this is a nice middle.
This is very nice.
This is soothing.
Nice
Same flavors as before. The
nice
top.
mapley.
Yeah. Brown sugar maple.
I am appreciative of how
applesauce.
much the flavors are still holding up.
Yep. And now, once we know the ingredients, we'll know like the price value of the whiskey, and I think Dylan will have that. Like, even if he didn't win somehow, like the best of, he'd probably win the value because there's no way, This is just so good.
I could. This is a whiskey you could totally sit with for the evening. There's a lot of. I'm not drunk. I just can't speak.
I just don't know English.
Yeah, I just don't know English.
They
They graduated me, but they should have held me. It's so complex that it's just not getting boring, and it doesn't have the high proof, or it's not the most high proof. It's not 40. It's not on the floor, but man, I just really like it, and it might sound like I'm being douchey, but
no, we agree.
I just really
we
like
all
this
agree
thing.
here. This is nice, really nice. Yeah, I'll keep my score. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I'll keep my score too.
Yeah.
I am honored.
There's definitely High West something in here.
You think?
Oh yeah,
A little bit of.
not double rye, but
There could be the Midwinter Night's Dram in here.
I
You
doubt
never know.
it. I don't think so.
I would like to compare
It's
something
something else.
to this. I have a little bit left. We don't even have to do it on air, but there is something. I made this with a purpose to try to recreate something, essentially.
Okay.
But
All right. You want to reveal your ingredients? Because I think.
all right,
Let's just crown Dylan the winner right now. The scores speak for themselves.
I wanted that Glencairn.
or do we want to start? Do we want to do it
Ascending.
winner first or ascending?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Nah, just do it.
Yeah,
We'll,
give us.
we'll go
the
from
the
where
people
we-
want to know.
I do want to know yours. I think the most.
Okay.
What ingredients you had.
Okay.
But all right. So this is in order of the amount, not of pricing. So
Ascending or descending?
Descending.
Okay.
So the goal I had of this was try to recreate a High West limited of some sort, either the winners or maybe the Yippee or something along the lines of that, where it's finished, something really nice, strong, or even the store pick. So wanted to keep it cheap.
Double rye.
So it has. Oh, I was gonna say the ingredients. This is for like just a little bit of pour. I think I tripled these, so the amounts don't all add up to what we have. But 1 ounce High West double rye, a half ounce
double rye.
And like it too.
A half ounce. This is the most expensive. A half ounce Angel's Envy rye.
I knew it.
That's where the
I knew
maples
it.
come
That's
in.
I knew it.
You didn't say it though.
I didn't say it, but because I didn't want to.
1/4 ounce Rocknar 100% rye.
Yeah, I like that one. I love that
From
one.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
5. This is the interesting one. 5 drops Ardbeg 10.
Perfect 10.
5 drops.
5 drops because it changed it. The Ardbeg 10 made this.
So out of a that would make a 1/4 and 3/4 ounce glass plus 5 drops. That ingredient.
And the 5 drops, I use an eyedropper.
It's a dash.
But it's a dash. Yeah. But it does change it. Yeah. So, I mean, the most expensive out of there is the Angel's Envy rye. That's anywhere from $80 to $100 a bottle.
So,
I kind of figured.
But you're only using a half.
but you could, I think you could put a bourbon in there and make it taste similar.
But no, because the High West, that's got the rum finish. That's where that maple's coming from.
I thought the Angel's Envy is
The Angel's Envy is where that's coming from.
No, the rye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The maple part, yeah.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Sorry, I thought you were saying that you could put a bourbon in there and substitute that for getting the maple flavoring.
Oh no,
No, I was saying that. Yeah, that's what I
Really?
was saying.
I don't
Yeah.
No, you need to try
No.
that Angel's Envy. It's
that,
like
that Angel's Envy.
concentrated
It's
syrup.
literally syrup.
Okay.
It's so good.
Yeah, we'll try that.
I mean, we said that about the Peerless rye too, but that one was we didn't like that one.
Yeah, like that rum or the Angel's Envy rum is like a cocktail.
No,
Okay.
it's literally like a cocktail in a bottle.
All right.
It's honestly like I tried it, and I was like, this isn't rye. This is literally just. It tastes like you're just drinking maple syrup.
It's good, but it's just kind of strange.
It's so sweet.
Yep.
To the point where you're like, I only want 1 glass of this. To the point where you're like, I would feel sick
Okay.
if I would drink multiple glasses of this.
Yeah.
Right.
So I forget what the pricing is on the Rockner. I think it's like 40. I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 45.
So High West double rye is
$20. 22.
It's
Yeah.
not expensive.
Ardbeg 10 is 36.
Something like that.
Depending.
So I mean, you could. I haven't done the math on this, but that's not that expensive.
I mean, just getting the Angel's Envy rye.
Right. But once you have all the ingredients to recreate a full bottle, it's not crazy. But
No, it's not terrible.
because I mean, you can make 2 full bottles using the High West rye. So,
True.
and I think you can kind of even cut that down to maybe 3/4 of an ounce. But so, anyways, that's
Good job, Dylan.
that was what I created. So,
All right, I think we'll just go in order. So we'll have Carter go next with his ingredients.
Okay, so
He's having a hard time drinking his glass straw. We're saving the environment.
I
guys.
don't know. The glass straws throw me off. That's weird.
Do you use metal straws at all?
No,
No.
I
They're fun.
don't. They're fun.
They're fun.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like chilled, so you like smooch.
I don't like my teeth on metal though.
Well, you don't use your teeth. You don't like.
I mean, you don't
You
like.
just
Oh,
kind
you don't?
No, you just kind of.
No, you just. Right in the mic.
Right in the mic.
All right, so Carter's up.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So tell us how many blends or whiskeys went in here, and then
okay, so all of these are. They are all. So it's 4. I got 4
okay,
whiskeys in here, and they're all cask strength. We've got. So my first whiskey is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Mm-hmm.
It's C919. So it's got 4 ounces of C919 in there.
Oh, really?
And that's 136 proof.
It does not drink hot.
No, it does not. And that really was weird because the night I tried this, it drank hot.
Yeah.
It drank really hot. Like, I was like, holy crap, this is rough. The second one is, and then so everything after that has got 2 ounces in it. So I got Bell Mead cask strength.
Okay. That makes sense.
At 113 proof. And that's kind of where it
That's
got
low.
that fruitiness, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it was getting that fruitiness, which I really did like, but it did not come through as much as I thought it would. I think it was kind of like pushed down a lot by the other, I would honestly say just by the proofing of the other two. Well, I guess the 3 other ones that are in here. I got Old Forester single barrel cask strength.
Okay.
2 ounces of that at 129 proof.
That's probably what I think. That's what we were smelling.
That's
I think
probably
that
what
was the
you're-
dominating smell.
It was because, like, when you taste it, it's very buttery, right? And I was like, oh, I like that. I like that nice butteriness that you get on your tongue.
That's from Elijah Craig, though, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whenever I drink Elijah Craig, I don't necessarily find it extremely buttery. I find Old Forester very buttery.
You find Old Forester buttery?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was the Knob Creek Brits Pub.
How much of that
2
one?
ounces.
2 ounces?
Yeah, it's 120 proof.
So the second most...
Well,
all of the...
they're quartered.
Oh, it's all...
It's quartered.
It's equal amounts.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
except for the Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Yeah.
All right.
It was good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm surprised how they kind of canceled each other out to create a more rounded. And
It was a little weird, right?
I think
less
it would have been
violent
better
flavor.
if you removed the Elijah Craig barrel proof and
Yeah.
just had the 3. I think that would have made it better. 'Cause I don't think it needed the extra proofing, and maybe that was detracting.
destroyed the
from the flavor.
flavors,
Yeah.
maybe.
I
Yeah.
think it might have, because it really, the Bell Mead did not push through at all.
No.
Right.
Like when you,
But it could have if it wasn't higher in amount without the Elijah Craig.
yeah, well,
interfering.
or next
Of course,
time,
take this obviously from a master blender that just lost the challenge. So
I should put a asterisk on the using all cast strength. Technically, the Knob Creek is not a cast strength,
I guess that's true.
but because if there are ever listeners that listen to this, somebody will have a fit about that.
yep, we're gonna hate comments.
You freaking retard! You don't know what you're
That's only 120. That's not cast
I'll be
strength.
honored. To
That's
get
not cast
hate,
strength.
yeah, at least we get hate comments instead of no comments.
Somebody commented.
You guys are the dumbest idiots I've ever heard.
I'm crying.
Thank you.
He cares. He
Yeah,
listened
but I
to
mean,
the
I
whole
guess,
thing.
but if you think about it, the Bell Mead is considered cask strength at 113.
Well, that's
proof.
just because they didn't add water to it prior to bottling, perhaps. But
True.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right, let me go mine. You guys are gonna flip when you figure out when
trash.
you're as disappointed as I am. All
he
right.
put garbage water in.
It's mine was 4, so quartered ingredients, equal portions.
okay,
Talisker 10.
Okay.
interesting.
I was hoping the brininess would give me something there, which you actually can smell it when I
definitely
re-smelled
briny.
it, but it didn't taste like it. Log 16,
I did get log
Yep.
16.
Ardbeg 10.
Zero quarter reckon? Tell me.
No, Corey reckon.
Oh my god, it was magical.
And just to increase the proofing, because I was hoping to give some more flavors, I put the Glenlivet 16 Nedora in there.
So it's all Scotch.
It's all Scotch. That's why I call it the William Wallace blend.
I
I kind of figured you put the Nadura in there when you said that it was high proof,
Higher.
but I
Yeah.
was like,
there's nothing in there that should have made it have such a hollow note.
I think it was Glenlivet.
I mean,
Really?
out of
I think
everything,
adding-
yeah, I think you're right. But
But I think the Glenlivets would saved it also too, because if it was any less proofing, that would have tasted like water,
honestly,
because it didn't have enough smoke to carry it. It just didn't. But yeah, those are the 4.
that is a strange experiment.
So
Do we want to finish it off with the Talisker Storm?
so how
Yeah,
much
I
of
was
the
gonna pour that.
Glenlivet did you put in there?
it's quartered.
So it's quartered. So it's what, 2
equal
ounces?
amounts. So yeah, 2 ounces per. It should not have tasted
that.
like
Just
that.
goes to show you that blending is not just like
That's not as easy.
this
as
tastes
it-
good, this tastes good, this tastes good, equal parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, I'm gonna say I got lucky.
I think you chose good ingredients for good reasons. You know?
Oh, I appreciate that, but
Yeah.
it's not every time. Like if we did this again, I think we should definitely do this again.
I think Dylan was. I honestly agree with him because I think he was lucky in the sense that if he was to put too much of one of those ingredients in, especially the rise, I think it would have ruined it. I think if he put too much of the Angel's Envy in, and or the double rye, it would have been just like, ooh, it's double rye. This doesn't taste good. Or the Angel's Envy would have overpowered everything with the mapley note that it has, and it would have just wrecked it.
This is me kind of imagining because I kind of know what the ingredients are on my High West blend, but for me, it felt like I could actually pick out each rye that was in here. The maple is easy, of course, because it's so dominant.
Yeah.
The High West I thought I could figure out, and the Rocknar I thought had a pretty good
Incoming
distinction.
cork pop.
Ooh. This is the Talisker Storm, previously not yet appreciated on the podcast.
Talisker Storme. Many thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, I can't tell if this is coming from the Talisker. This
Just try to remember.
is weird.
So you've all had the Talisker 10 that I have, which I bought mistakenly, thinking that was the Talisker Storm.
This is the Talisker Storm. This is
the Talisker Storm.
right. But I think what he was referencing is the glass might still have remnants of that. The super maple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This I think is the Talisker because
So
it's
the reason I bought this is because I
super
wanted to
interesting.
get some other opinions
that's very
about
interesting.
is this the better value proposition? This can often be found for half the price of
Yep.
the Talisker 10.
I have seen it in the 30s.
Yep. And Talisker 10 is always above 60. Always. I have never seen it lower. I don't know. Well, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen it on sale to begin with. But that also just shows that they don't put it on sale that often, you know?
Yeah,
So, but the Storm, yeah, I have seen for $28 at its lowest.
you've seen it for 28. Wow. The nose on this is
Whoa.
really good.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
right?
this is good.
What
Stupid blending. What do I even blend when I can get this for $28?
what region is this from? This is a
This
Highland.
is technically an Isla, because it's on
no,
the,
an island. I thought.
it's an island next to Isla.
Okay.
Like it's like it is its own place.
It's like adjacent.
It's like Talisker Beach, pretty much, but it's geographically, it's the same as Isla. Like if you were to type the address, it'd be like on.
I thought Talisker was north of.
I mean, I can get a
Scotland.
geographic location.
Anyway, the nose is really good on this. Carter tasted it. All right, I gotta know.
Dang.
It's on the Isle of Skye,
I think you did good.
which is
My memory of the 10.
it's actually pretty far from. Yeah, that's on the other end of. Oh, on the map is twisted. That's why.
No.
I don't know why the globe is twisted like that.
This is either the same or better than 10, I think.
Yeah, this is.
We don't have 10 to compare it to directly, but memory.
But
This is
dang,
pretty
though.
good still.
This is really
good.
good.
For being sub $40.
Like I could sit and drink this. This is.
It- no, yeah.
So,
No, this is great.
Isle of Skye is pretty far north of Isla, but I don't think there's like a.
I think it's technically part of Highland. Because I don't think the islands are actually a region yet.
Yeah.
But,
But this is not a Highland, that's for sure.
well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Scotch lovers very typically refer to it as just an island region
Yeah.
because it's not a Highland sweet.
It does not
friendly.
taste like a Highland.
Right. No. It does. I agree. It tastes more similar to an Isla.
That's good.
No, this is fantastic.
It's deliciously briny,
Yeah,
and it's got just nice.
Yeah, this is like 90% of the Talisker 10.
I completely
So,
agree.
never buy the Talisker 10 if anyone's watching.
According to Zach.
According to Zach.
No. Buy the Talisker 10.
And
And then buy
disappoint
Storm.
yourself. Yeah.
Drive the prices for the Storm.
Lower. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifices, everyone.
We love you all.
Mm.
This is really good.
I
It's
think
like
what
chocolate.
yes, it is.
This is what Willy Wonka drinks after a hard day, you know.
He's like, oh.
After a hard day of slaving around Oompa Loompas.
I just
he's
imagine
The
like,
Oompa Loompas
the
were
Oompa Loompas.
so annoying
Oompa
today.
Loompas for the day. They put in their 11-hour shift.
Yep.
They wind up at the Oompa Loompa bar. They
Pour me a Talisker
they're
Storm.
like, barkeep, Talisker Storm, please.
Yeah.
And then they're there, and then the wife comes in and then
Drags him out by the ear.
spending all.
What are you doing
weekly,
in here? I told you not to come back here.
You never see female Oompa Loompas, do you?
Nope. Not even in the
Not
like
even.
when in the newer Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, when they have
When
that
he goes
scene
to
in the jungle, still no.
It's like the opposite of the Amazonians.
They
opposite of,
reproduce asexually.
Yeah, they just plop off their wig, and then it grows downwards into a new Oompa Loompa.
They grow out of the ground. They're actually root vegetables.
Oh, is that why they're
They're
orange?
carrots.
They're root vegetables.
Yeah,
They're
like
relatives of the carrot family.
Yeah, they're relatives of the carrot.
distant cousins of the sweet potato.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we did. It's a good experiment. I think we did something amazing. I encourage everyone to go and try their own blending.
Yeah, try some blending. For the audience, Dylan, tell us what. Maybe you don't know this yet, but what do you want engraved on your Glencairn?
Oh man,
Daddy Dylan.
The Daddy Dylan.
the Danny.
Yikes! Now he's getting ideas. He's like, "Oh, how do I?
I don't
play
know.
How do
I'm
I
not
play
sure
off of
yet.
That? Okay.
I-
Well,
I-
maybe
I didn't-
we'll get a picture and post it on our social media channels.
Yeah, check it out on the Instagram, and we'll put a when it arrives, we'll put a photo up of what we came up with. So, well, thank you, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you join us next time, and please follow us on Instagram. And hopefully we're on Spotify now. So follow us on Spotify. Hey, we should have a new logo at some point soon, I think, by the end of the week. So that'd be cool. Well, join us next time.
Thank you, everyone.